What's going on, guys? This is Bossrosslp. Or should I say, what's going on, guys? What's going on, Sam, Ethan, Jaden, Zuper? I don't know if you guys are watching this, or who's watching this, or if this is just Ross watching this in editing. Please don't back up and hit somebody. Wonderful. Alright. Welcome to the Urealms continuity check video. This is going to be fun. This is going to be absolutely fun, because I'm doing another driving video while doing this, because I felt like it would be best to do that, and I would just update myself on the information later, through the use of video editing. Alright, so what's essentially occurring in this video, if I haven't already explained it, is that I'm going to be doing a sort of continuity check by going back through the campaigns of what we've done, and sort of through-lining it with the Rayjacks themselves, because the continuity hell I've set up for myself needs a little bit of explanation in order to fully understand it, and to fully understand the random-ass references we make in our campaigns, because I feel like that would be the best way to maintain a happy, healthy, wonderful relationship of recording partners in crime. I'm leaving my class right now after a good 30 minutes. Not even. I actually arrived late, but it was okay because nothing really happened. Not his fault. He could not get the movie to play. If you watch the update video, that's probably going to go up before this. He couldn't get the movie to play because Microsoft Silverlight and iTunes are a pile of garbage. But enough about that. Let's talk about the real fun, and that is the Urealms update. The Urealms through line. Again, this is going to be very in sync, like in person. It's not going to have a lot of editing in that regard. Well, it'll have editing to make sure I don't ramble for too long, but you get the idea. So where to even begin with the Urealms lore that we have established? Well, I guess the best place to start is to sort of establish a little bit of the Rayjacks. I'm going to keep this brief, but it starts with Eleanor Rayjack, who is, in fact, a Yit. I have not gotten through exactly how she came to be. I'm going to say it's probably an intelligent tribe of Yits that have sort of expanded past the average mindset of a Yit and have grown intelligent. She is part of that community, and she has established herself in the human world through her own skills, through her own strength, courage, attractiveness. The ability to transform is probably one of the big things. She's a very resourceful Yit, and essentially what happens is she finds someone, and she has a child with that person. And this is the first child of the Rayjacks, Stanley Rayjack. Not Leonard, Stanley. Stanley was born, I believe, 4 years, correct me if I'm wrong, Ross. Again, there's going to be a lot of notes like that where I'm going to correct myself, before Leonard. And this is a hidden child to the majority of the family. Stanley is a normal, half gnome, half elf. So he's whatever the word for that is, a dwarf elf, that's what it was. So he's a dwarf. And shortly into the relationship, Eleanor and the father essentially break away from each other. They break up. And Eleanor gets remarried, and here's where she has Leonard. Now, Leonard is special, because what Leonard does is he's a creation mage. This is essentially what we've decided to call them. They're creation mages. Creation mages are the writer class, in essence. They are people who are the reincarnation of creation dragons in human form. They are very mortal. They are not overpowered. I want to make that very clear. They are not overpowered. They simply have the ability to create. And the natural order of fate is that one day a creation mage will ascend essentially to the position of like a creation grandmaster, potentially even a creation dragon. So like Quintar, Lotus, and all the rest of them. This is probably never going to happen with Leonard. I'm just going to say that right now. It's not the goal. I'm not trying to be a min-maxer, as Sam would say. I purely want to revolve a story around the potential of a succession story through the use of Leonard. And the problem with this is that the creation mages are a sort of known species of rare human births that occur throughout the kingdom. At any given time, there can be maybe like 10 creation mages in the world. It's possible to have more than one or two in like the same area. The thing is, I think I established that it was Quintara Lotus, or one of the dragons at least, that is sort of hell-bent on destroying the creation mages. Like, they don't want another dragon to ascend. They've seen the issues with, like, the dragons in the past. So, essentially, they're going to basically be trying... She's created an assassin of sorts. She's hired an assassin in human form that goes around essentially killing creation mages, finding where they are and rooting them out. Now, given Eleanor's contacts and her just general ability and her knowledge, she knows exactly what Leonard is. And she sends away Stanley back to his father. And she sort of, like, decides to protect Leonard pretty much full time. At some point, she comes up with this idea that Leonard, in order to protect him better, it would be best to sort of erect an army in order to make sure that Leonard can be safely brought. Because she doesn't care if he becomes a creation mage or not, she just wants him to live. She's a caring mother. So what she does is she essentially starts mating with as many different people as physically possible and having as many kids as physically possible. And this results in a family, 15 kids in size, plus one for Stanley, which would make it 16. I'm not going to go over all of them now, but essentially there's that many kids. And a little bit after all those kids are born, Eleanor is assassinated by the assassin. And, well, you'll see in the next campaign, Campaign 12, that there's a little bit more to that than meets the eye. So essentially, once she's assassinated, the kids at the Rayjack Manor start leaving in tandem, like throughout the years and throughout certain aspects. When certain situations happen, they start leaving. Like, for example, the very first person to leave was Zephiel Rayjack. He leaves very early on, like the day after, and essentially it's his goal to hunt down the assassin and kill him. The Rayjacks leave for different reasons. For example, there's Sophie Rayjack, who will be explained in Campaign 2, who leaves in order to attend a magic college. There's characters like Paula and Ubel, who have not technically left yet, but they left the manor in order to attend a LARPing camp. And that wasn't their technical leave, because they're going to return to the manor. And I think at some point, most of the Rayjacks are going to return to the manor, unless they die out in the wild, which is very plausible. It's very possible for one of them to die. None of them have died yet, which is astonishing. Well, technically, Leonard died, but not really. But let's actually get into the main story, because that's the meat and potatoes of the Rayjacks. That's all you really need to know. They're just wandering around the world. That's really it. There's nothing that's really binding them right now. They don't know who the assassin is, and that's it.